Chapter 5 of the Qur'an mentions the qualities of believers. O Muslims, your friends are Allah, His Messenger and the believers, those who establish regular prayers and regular charity, and they bow down humbly. At the time this verse was revealed, there were hypocrites, those who professed to be Muslim publicly, but inwardly were disbelievers, living amongst the ranks of the true Muslim believers. It was very difficult to distinguish the hypocrites from the true believers based on outward appearance and actions, as they prayed and performed other acts of worship publicly, just like the true believers. Note the order of the following statement as we find it within the verse. The believers are those who establish regular prayers and regular charity. Now it could have been written the other way around. Those who establish regular prayers and regular charity are the believers. At a glance, these two statements seem to convey exactly the same meaning. However, had it been written with a different order, then the implication would be that everyone who prays and gives charity are true believers, which would include even the hypocrites, because they prayed and gave charity, just like the Muslims. To put it simply, every true believer prays and gives charity, but not everyone who prays and is charitable is necessarily a true believer. We can see that Allah chose the perfect order for the words within the verse. The true believers are those that pray and give charity. Chapter 61 of the Qur'an quotes the speech of Moses and Jesus. And mention, O Muhammad, when Moses said to his people, O my people, why do you harm me while you certainly know that I am the messenger of God to you? And mention when Jesus, the son of Mary, said, O children of Israel, indeed, I am the messenger of God to you. In the Quranic narrative, most messengers are sent to their own people. It is therefore typical for the messengers to address their audiences using language such as, O my people, or O my nation. Here we can see that Moses pleads with the Israelites by saying, O my people. He uses this identical language in many other verses, as do most other messengers in the Qur'an. It is curious then that in the very next verse, Jesus addresses the Israelites differently using the statement, O children of Israel. We can see that unlike Moses, Jesus does not address the Israelites as my people, even though he is also an Israelite prophet. Now in Semitic tradition, one's tribal affiliation is paternal. It is based on one's lineage through the father. In light of the fact that Jesus was miraculously born to the Virgin Mary and therefore did not have any actual lineage on his father's side, it would have been wrong for the Qur'an to have Jesus link himself genealogically to the Israelites as a group in a similar manner to Moses. We can see that the Qur'an's usage of language is extremely precise, because it has Jesus address the Israelites in a manner that distances himself from them genealogically and therefore respects the virgin birth narrative.